Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today. It's a beautiful day on the cliffs above Laguna Beach, but the banking system is completely upside down and completely insane, and there's a ton to cover with this. And again, I do a story, and then I get hit with all these emails and messages and things like that from friends and subscribers, and it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Please take a second. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel so you get notified of everything we do. Basically, I'm doing videos 6 days a week right now. And let's get into it. This is crazy. I have a subscriber who is a friend of mine, who I'm not going to tell you even his first name right now because there's no resolution to what I'm about to tell you. And he's a successful businessman. He moved out of California. He sold his home and unloaded everything and changed his life to Texas. Okay? He went and had 2 savings bonds that matured and went to deposit them into PNC Bank. And the bank said, listen, we have a rule with this, that we have to verify these with the Treasury, and so the funds are held for a set period of time. And he was thinking, no big deal, but the funds were held for 30 days. Wow, that's a long time. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Sends me a copy of the deposit slip. It's for $29,380. So it's not a small amount. Now, this is where it gets crazy. The 30-day period happens, time's up. He contacts the bank and they say, hey, listen, we've closed the account and you can't get your bonds back. It's almost $30,000, guys. Well, I don't know what to tell you, sir. So needless to say, he went to the bank today and the bank said, oh, wow, I'm sorry, the branch manager's not here. She's going to take care of this directly. So you're going to have to come in, on the next day. Now, guys, this is insane. And again, we're being told all these different things from around the world, bank holds, bank closures. Here's the thing that's happening with these checks. Think about this right now. When you deposit a check into a bank, and it's a local check, if you're there at a reasonable hour, before the bank closes, which every bank closes right now, it seems at 4 o'clock, so the check should clear that night. That's simple. Now, if you have an out-of-state check, if they want to give you shenanigans, it should be no more than 2 days. Seriously. Doesn't take 10 days, all this nonsense of it's going to take 5 business days for it to clear. No, it doesn't work that way. Everything's electronic, and banking and checks are completely electronic. And again, we've tested this. I've tested this with vendors. I've done this as, about 8-10 years ago. We started playing games with the bank to see, okay, write me a check. I'm going to deposit it. Hey, it's going in today at 2 o'clock. Let's see when it clears your bank. Okay, it cleared tonight. It cleared the next day. So we know everything. And this doesn't take all this time. Now, again, 30 days to check with the Treasury. They're a bureaucracy, Dan. They need time. 10 days, 15 days, 30 days is one thing. But guys, this is where it's getting crazy because they're starting to do this with regular deposits. You're seeing more and more games being played all the time right now when it comes to this stuff. So, crazy. But $30,000, 30 grand, guys. If that doesn't concern you and keep you up and make you think, wow, what's wrong with all this? Now, Westpac Bank in Australia closed a bunch of branches and shut down and didn't give anybody notice with their payment portals. And, it's a mess, guys. It's absolutely a mess. We're seeing this all around the world from so many different people. But look at this. This is just unbelievable. It's just so nice right now. Still got remnants from the hurricane. So, all that. That is just stunning. There's no surfers out there right now. So, just people hanging out, walking around. That's kind of nice. I'll get some good shots of that for you as well. FINRA is the financial organization that regulates different stock traded accounts, and they started to regulate different security companies. They just fined Bank of America $5 million for having illegal options positions. So they had, millions of option positions, and that they didn't report. So again, think about this. Bank of America's traders are using your money if you're a Bank of America customer and not doing anything about that. It's absolutely insane that this is happening, and that's what you're experiencing. But they got $5 million for that. And again, the big complaint out of Australia was that people's accounts, we don't like what you do for a living. Now, again, gun industry, people that sell guns and sell different things like that, weaponry and things like that, they're going to be now coded with a transaction code for the banking industry. So if you're in that industry, again, talking about people we don't like you. We don't like gun industry. That's what the bank's going to say. But they're going to code these people in such a way, just like they did with people that they think are in the adult industry, and they're going to shut their accounts down. So you're going to see that more and more and more. And again, do you have a say in this? Absolutely not. They're just going to decide what they want to do during this time, and you're not going to have any opinion on that. And again, you can't have it this way. You just can't have this way of picking and choosing industries and people they don't like. But the Westpac people, the stories out of Australia, and that they didn't like people, they didn't like their businesses, so they shut their accounts down. This is happening more and more around the world right now, guys. So it's not just Australia, it's happening everywhere right now. So you're seeing these banks shut people down, you're seeing them get rid of the accounts and holding the money. The worst part is the holding the money. The worst part with my friend is him not being able to get the funds. Well, what do I do with this? Well, just give me the bonds back and I'll take them to another bank. No, so the bonds are gone. Bonds have been deposited in that account that we just closed. Huh? Okay. Yeah, this is over my head. I can't take care of it. When do you get worried about this stuff, guys? Because I'm not worried about my friend eating. I'm not worried about him paying his electric bill or anything like that. But what happens when this happens to Margaret, who's 82 and can't figure it out, doesn't have a son or doesn't have any responsible family members to help her out? What do you do? Seriously. Do you guys know the answer to that? Because I don't. I don't know what these people do that don't have other people. Now, we're trying to form a network. We're trying to help people. We're trying to do things to let people know what's fair and what's not and things like that. Have them be situationally aware when it comes to their banking. But this is nonsense, guys. $30,000 gets held for no reason. Come on. When do you question this? When do you think it's criminal? So, by the way, my friend, what he does for a living is something all of you have right now. It's the most simple thing in the world. Okay? Oh, I guess I can say it. He sells insurance, guys. Okay? So, I can't imagine, him being dangerous right now in any way, shape, or form. So, isn't this beautiful, guys? That's lovely out here. That yippy dog's kind of driving me crazy. How about you? Is it getting you nuts? Yeah. There you go. See, they took care of that. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. There's a lot more to cover, but let me know what you're thinking about all this, because it's getting ridiculous, guys. Okay? It's getting ridiculous. These problems with banking and financial institutions are worldwide. Let's face it. I had someone today send me something from Canada about a retired police officer who has been in the pension system for, decades now. And how about this? They stopped cutting him his check, and then he went to go look for the money, and we can't find it. Can't find your pension. So, again, Richard Dagnual, I think it's French, says, hey, I really wasn't good with my finances, but this is kind of ridiculous that they can't find my pension and they don't know who has control of it right now. So again, people, it's so much money. The guy had to retire at 38 years old, and they found out that, okay. Anyways, point is that imagine not being able to find the pension. Imagine having to track it down and saying, well, we cut a check for $57,000 from this account, and there's no record of it going into his account at all. So guys, this is getting ridiculous right now. It really is. And you've got to take control of this stuff and look at this, because they don't care about you. You've got to look at your brokerage statements. You've got to look at your financial investments. You've got to look at all of this and make sure that everything is clear and that you're getting what you're supposed to get. I today got notified, hey, you got a late payment on this credit card if you don't pay us. What are you talking about? Well, we instituted a new monthly fee to report you to the credit bureaus on this one card. You need to make the payment. So I go online to make the payment, and the system's down. And I called them, and they said, oh, yeah, we've had problems with that. Well, I'm not going to pay a late fee. I'm not going to have a problem with this. It's ridiculous. Well, I'll see if I can get that waived for you. Well, they're going to get it waived. I told them I'd close the account. But that's what happens, guys, if you're not on top of this stuff. So, I believe in the paper statements. I believe in getting this stuff so you can peruse it and then make a file. Oh, well, you can do the same thing, Dan, online. Okay. This guy's Richard's pension being lost. Call it irresponsible. Call it whatever you want. But not knowing where it's at and not being able to trust, when he talks to the financial institution, read the story, they don't know where it's at. So this could take a long time to get resolved, but he's owed all this money from back payments and things like that he hasn't gotten in quite some time. And again, he's the first guy that says, I'm not responsible with my money, but I just finally realized that there was a real problem. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because it is not in our favor. It's against you. And if they can slow pay you, they will. If they can give you a hard time, they will. That's what this is all about. And things that are kind of funny. Steve was shopping and sent this over to me, and it's a bag of fake pennies that you can get 100 fake pennies for $3.49, which is kind of funny when you think about it, because it is more expensive than if he gave somebody a bag of 100 pennies. So that's kind of funny. And then we had someone now out of Hawaii, Stacy, whose family member was ill, and she wanted to send her flowers. Think about this. The flowers were $29. Oh, we have a service charge now to send the flowers through our service in Hawaii. Now, people live in Hawaii, so she's ordered them here. It's $19 to send the flowers. So you're paying a $20 service charge to buy flowers. I mean, come on, guys. This stuff, like, when do you go, no, I can't do it? Now, she had to send the flowers. She didn't have to, but she did. She's a good person. So when do you say no to this stuff? We're getting clipped everywhere. Every chance we get, they're taking advantage of us on everything. And this is just not getting easier with anything. Wow, this is just, it's funny. You walk through these parks and you get these little walkways that I generally don't walk up. Check this out. This is just so beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that cool? They've got all these campgrounds and picnic areas and benches and all these grass areas you can sit on. It's just really, really beautiful. Just a great place to hang out. Here's something that should scare you, and that is appliance demand. Think about this. In our world, there are certain things that just wear out over time and have a life. Appliances are one of them. Now, they used to last longer in the old days. When I was a kid, they would last forever. Now they don't. Okay? There you go, for everybody that's my age and above. But the world's second largest appliance company is saying that demand is falling off the cliff, and that they see nothing but problems in the future with their company. So, guys, this is only going to get worse in the future. You're going to see that homes are not going to get built and completed. You're going to see appliance demand drop off. Why is that? Everything's great, guys. Everything's so good with the economy that we shouldn't have appliance demand problems. We do, guys. We absolutely do. And this is worldwide. This is happening around the globe. And people, again, are putting everything off. talking to my mechanic. They're putting off maintenance, Dan. And I've had more women write me today with this one line, why don't women color their own hair? I don't know. Maybe they want that salon experience. I don't know. But I do know that, they can't do their nails themselves. They can't do their hair themselves. Here's a big problem out of Vegas that people sent me. I got this sent to me 3 times. Women are getting their nails done, getting mani-pedis, and walking out and not paying. What are you going to do about it? Is that horrific or what? I mean, man, get that on video for me, guys. I'd love to see that. But imagine women walking out after a salon experience and not paying the women. Now, again, any salon I've ever been to with a woman, I couldn't imagine these women not getting paid. So, again, it's going to be graphic and it's going to be good, and there's going to be some quality video if somebody ever does that at the wrong salon, if you know what I mean. So feel free to share that stuff, because I could not imagine that happening. And you're seeing more and more places that are like, hey, payment up front, we won't let you take the car. They're verifying payments, they're verifying checks now for the car repair places. I'm seeing more and more of this right now because they don't want to get stiff. They don't want these people to give them fake credit cards, give them bad checks or anything like that, just to get the repair work done and move on. When it comes to business, there's certain stories that I get that just floor me, that I'm like, really? I didn't know that. And where is the rice capital of the world? As far as rice production, growing rice, where is that at? Oh, it's China, Dad. Oh, no, it's Japan. No, it's here in California. California, guys. So here in California, it's the rice capital of the world. And there's a story that's amazing because it shows the satellite images of a dust bowl with our rice production. Again, guys, this is catastrophic. This is such a huge problem that's only going to get worse right now, and it's going to be a food supply nightmare. So again, buy the rice, buy the beans, buy everything that can store for a long period of time, and just stack it up, okay? Do that. Do that for yourself. Do it for your family. Get a little cubby hole. Get food put away. Dry goods and things like rice and things like that you can store. And you will feel so much better. Trust me, okay? But I had no idea that California was the rice capital of the world, and our production is completely destroyed right now this year. So a lot of people out here taking pictures, doing all this stuff. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Did you guys know that? Production, farming right now is completely off right now. We're going to have such a problem next year that it's going to be unbelievable. It really is. And, with fertilizer, with turkey production, with everything. Right now, turkey production is off so much, even before we get to Thanksgiving. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I love this one. This was sent to me by a few people. In Switzerland, if you are an energy abuser, if you heat your house above 66 degrees, people can turn you in. And you can have the authorities called on you. You can have tickets written. You can even be arrested if you are an energy scofflaw and you heat your house past 66 degrees. Guys, that's insane, guys. I'm telling you this right now. I know so many elderly people. I know so many people that are sick. What do you do? Oh, no, suffer. Okay, I can afford it though. No, please, let me heat my home. It's not funny, but it's funny because it's insane. But they want you in Switzerland to rat out your neighbor. There is a poster that they are sharing where they want you to rat out your neighbor and call the authorities on this, man. Talking about hell, okay? So I had some guy write me and said, you don't understand the law. We're not trying to be mean. You can heat your water to 140 degrees. I'm like, it's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about heating your house. And this says you can't get the house above 66 degrees, which in Dan's house would be cold. I'm telling you guys, when it got real hot, it's cool in my house. When it gets real cold, I'm wearing shorts. The only time I really wear shorts is when I'm in my house during the wintertime. So come over, it'll be great, okay? But share your thoughts on this, these energy scofflaws that are horrible people in Switzerland. This is unbelievable. Read the story below because it's crazy. I'm gonna finish this video with these last few stories, and there is some good news to report. And the rail strike, 3 of the unions have already agreed to tentative terms for a new contract, which could avert a rail strike. And it's the Teamsters, it's the maintenance crews, which is most important because if nothing's fixed, nothing runs. And the Boilermakers, which is the people that make the tankers and things like that carry oil and fun stuff like that. Now, the next thing is the New York Times. Think about this. There are 1,300 employees that are supposed to go back to work in the office next week. They all signed a petition to say, no, don't want to go back to work. We like remote working. Think about that huge building that the New York Times is in right now. Whoa, mama. So, needless to say, guys, these 1,300 people don't want to go back to work. And that's the sign of the times, guys. But again, the real estate, the offices, the meetings, everything that you have, it's all going to be run by Skype. But then again, these people are saying, hey, we're reporters. We do sports. I don't need to come in the office. I don't need to do this. I'm the home I'm the home person. I'm the fashion person. You know, I cover weddings. I don't need to come in the office. Okay, whatever. But 1,300 people. Think about that. Think of all the reporters that they have at that place. So, and the final thing is, this is great. We talked about this in the last video about how Goldman Sachs is going to start potentially laying off people next week, and they're going to call this layoff season. So layoff season is going to come a little early this year. How awful is that? And again, the economy is so good that deals are not getting put together. And I spoke to a venture capital guy. He's like, yeah, you didn't know that they do this and that. Look at the last few recessions, Dan. When everything goes bad, they just start getting rid of these people left and right. Now they'll end up doing something. They'll start their own business. They'll do their own gig. But again, they're done. So they're finished with this, which is fascinating when you think about this. Now, I got a notification from Twitter today that was actually funny. That made me laugh out loud that I sent this to my children even, because it was so funny. And the problem with Twitter is that people can be other people. There are bots, there are things like that. Well, I had no idea that I was following King Charles III. And King Charles III sent out a tweet today, and here it is, which I love this, guys. This is hilarious, okay? Because number one, it's not real. Okay? It's not real. And again, the idea with this is that it's funny because I wonder how his first couple days in the job are. So share your thoughts on this, guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And we have an email list that you can sign up for below. And if you want more exclusive content, there is Patreon. And don't forget, we have a backup channel, iAllegedly Live. That is for all the live interviews. And go there and sign up for that, because that's where you're going to get the interviews with different people and business people and cool people coming up in the future that you guys will want to see. So onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.